in you Black Stars game so but my touch on one or two things now.
Sure.
Incredible. Listen, nation bia. Ya so special say. Ubenya a native of that country no so leading the national team as a coach.
Okay.
And the reason why it's so special say every country ebenya a native of country to lead their national team near say. Those natives, listen, always they have a certain magic touch beer. They add to the national team to move. Inti, so check the cathedrals in world football now. At the Mundial, the number of titles they've won. You ask yourself, say, coaches who doesn't lead you, and how do they manage to conquer that success no at the top level? Inti, so check the list of teams now. Imagine most World Cups now. What you say? Natives and as indigenous of that various nations no, and they lead you to make sure say they will conquer the highest level. Into Brazil, imagine 5 percent. Now all those 5 World Cups, no, a Brazilian coaches and I lead that call. No? And then again, so check here, the Italian national team at the 4. Now that 4, listen, they use 3 different coaches, but we not Italians. And it tells you say, whenever you are having a national team coach or free that same nation, yeah, he's having something special and something interesting to always add to the cake and making sure say that team will compete at the highest level. In this graphics, about you say, moment you are there are some coaches they manage to dominate and ensure say they will lead the nation because they know the tradition, they know the history, they know what is backing the national team at the highest level. Whenever they go at the Mundial and everything, they deliver. But some a simple breakdown of everything. Brazil, imagine walk up 5 times.
Yeah.
Now the first time they went there and conquered, that was 1958 World Cup. And there was a certain man called Vicente Fioli. Only leading him as a Brazilian national team coach, and he was a Brazilian. He understood the samba ball when Brazil went there and conquered. From there, a movie, every lives of Mario Zagallo. And then again, the last one they won, it was Brazil in the shape of Luis Felipe Scolari. And it tells you, say, having Obia or a native of a country, so we need to the charge.
When you're no?
Vicente Fioli.
Okay,
the first coach who win the Brazil World Cup. No?
Okay. Wow.
And then they gave Vicente. Same move from Brazil. The Italian national team had 4. Nanipa only leading on the first person to do that was my own Vittorio Pozzo. Now Pozzo won it back to back 1934, 1938. And what he brought near say he didn't only went there to win, he also icing the cake by introducing the Metodo system. Avisen Uwe as an Italian coach or conquer the whole world. They move from there no, you move here the lives of Enzo Biazon, an Italian, and then again Marcelo Lippi. And it tells you say these are all coaches only the charge no for the Italian national team when they would stay competitive. If they move from there, so check Argentina.
Yeah.
Cesar Luis Menotti, it dominates here. That was 1978 World Cup. No? From there, you move here with the likes of Carlos Bilardo, which are almost dominate here as Argentinians and national team natives are moving Argentina. And then again, the last coach who win Argentina World Cup, no, a native from Argentina, in the shape of, Lionel Scaloni. It tells you, say, whenever you are going to a top tournament, that's how a coach, listen, where the native of that country, you have make a lot of things interesting. England are only one. That 1966, they are not listen. It was the legendary Alf Ramsey in a leading charge, you know. And these are all histories. I am making sure, say, whenever we are going to a major tournament, that's our head coach, every baby, a team, no, every now, listen, a time a lot of results. Now, check the last 4 World Cup winners, you know, listen. Coach na lead you coaches they are coming from that said nation now moving in. In the check the last time Spain won, it was the big head of free Spain. And then again the last time Germany won the World Cup, it was German coach the leading charge, you know. France, they know Honum, and then Argentina. And it tells you say this kind of history back top teams whenever they are going to a major tournament having a native as their coach. Now listen. And Chebia, Italy failed back-to-back World Cup, the last 2 editions one could be. And I'll say that I must go back to my tradition. Because the last 3 coaches who won the World Cup never said, typical Italians. Into they brought in Gennaro Gattuso. Backed by the likes of, Bonucci, more top technical guys, I'm backing Gattuso to lead the charge. And it tells you, say, top national teams, they know that tradition. And all the time, they always try to go back and bring that tradition back. They can compete at the highest level. Now, listen, when you know, I call Thomas Tuchel, After Gary Southgate, the English press were hoping for another native to lead the national team. But one thing I clearly say, England, there are no top-notch coaches as natives. In there was some quality to bring in a different profile of a coach on him how to win. That was it. Thomas Tuchel, the numbers are speaking so good. But when England for the person who scrutinizes Thomas Tuchel performance, I don't like it. We checking numbers, these are interesting facts. But that game against Andorra, almost winning by 2-1. The English press are trying to make sure say they will criticize Thomas Tuchel performance. No matter compared to a papa friend Gary Southgate. In no almost say time Gary Southgate leads England no. The last time they played against that same opponent no, they won the two. I mean like that friend which share 9 goals and considered nothing. In the next page and that graph is going to show. And then again, sometimes like here they played and they gave a lot of interesting performance. Into these are top numbers on the rank Thomas Tuchel performance and national team. Saying say, I mean, they're not so convinced because the native of England, when he met such a team, no, or destroy him with a lot of goals. I was saying, top coaches are mere winners, and they say, one of the best way to win is to win ugly. Gary Southgate, I had dear Vicent, or cause semi-finals, baby, or call Euro final, baby, Vicent. When Timman for that final touch, that finished article, not my England for no. Now you've gotten a coach, he knows how to win, he can sense winning, he knows what it takes to win. In T, just allow him to make sure, say, results not no. Wait for the ultimate. By England, for the person criticize Thomas Tuchel, say, he is not giving them scoring spree, he is not giving them avalanche of goals, he is not giving them top-notch performance. But listen, the fact near say, ask coaches who are winners, they always know how to win, even on the ugly side or the bad side, and get result in T. Let's hope and see, say, they will maximize the kind of critics on Thomas Tuchel, and then again, going forward, he can make sure, say, he can do it. I love him, and I know how what he's capable of doing, or a winner, and I think that he can lead the English national team, but the quality available to lead them to the promised land. But then again, limited critics, and yes, it's going to be, the same old story, because after Alf Ramsey, they haven't had a top-notch service and one charges to do something promising. A new coach is in, but they want to criticize him and try to take away the touch of Thomas Tuchel away based on poor performance, especially in terms of scoring goals and numbers. But England must be very, very careful in how they are dealing with this man because we're a specialist. First, away from that, in football, there are many ways of making history as a coach. Many ways now they make history. No, you can decide to go the Mario Zagallo, the Franz Beckenbauer, and also the DJ Shams Weno as a coach. Coaches have said they won the World Cup as players and as coaches. In so checking Mario Zagallo Diana in 1958, and then again 1962, he won it. And then again, when he was a player, and was also Konkai. And then again, DJ Shams and those screens, so then again, Franz Beckenbauer. Into these coaches, they make history for themselves at the highest level at the Mundia. And then again, you can also decide to say, wait, man, make history as a coach by using the Pep Guardiola Lucho Bueno. To be able to win treble with two different teams, and that form. But Lucho and then again, Pep Guardiola made that history for themselves as the apex of apex, the cream de la cream in terms of club football coaching. And then again, you can also decide to say, man making history as a coach by going the Jose Mourinho way. Listen, Jose, no, European top trophy biawaje. Until it tells you, say, football history making, no, you can make it in a lot of diverse ways as a coach. But listen, it's about time we celebrate Marcelo Bielsa, the El Loco. He's my man, and I always love to see him coaching on the dugout. Now, what is so special about Marcelo Bielsa near everything? Starting the coaching, no, trophies, and idea we're known for. And then again, we're coach Bakwa, say about Jose Moyen Fanning come because we say you drew Apex champions who walk up on count. But listen, this coach has been able to qualify 3 national teams to the World Cup. Or qualify Argentina, or qualify Chile, and this time around Uruguay. Well, coach Bakwa, he is never respected. But then again, to be able to make sure to be leading the charges, to qualify 3 different national teams to the Mundial, it tells you that this man is something special the world must celebrate. 70 years, listen, we must enjoy him before he fades out. And I think he said something special. Now, don't forget, I've said, say, Some coaches doesn't need to win top trophies to be celebrated. I listen, the pioneer of football, like I say, man defend the young boy counter attack. No, Papa we count and the buy. And then again, so check here. Papa friends are Frank. Listen, we don't celebrate him because listen on your top in terms of winning. But look at a number of coaches are making sure they influence him again. He influenced Jürgen Klopp. He influenced Thomas Tuchel. He influenced the last of Nagelsmann. The last of Hansi Flick. So who say Hansi Flick born fair? He was influenced by Ralf Rangnick. But listen, we don't celebrate him. And the last man, listen, but listen, we must be able to celebrate them near service. The coach who introduced the Magic Square 4-2-2-2 in Flavio Costa.